There's a few ridiculous maniacs who have beaten this game already. I know one such ridiculous maniac. The good news is that even of those who have beaten the game already, it looks like it's taken them about the same number of hours that a completely blind, unaided run of La-Mulana 1 would take. Like, as I understood it, the remake of La-Mulana 1 would take somewhere between like 50 to 70 hours. Completely unaided, no help, no guides, no tips, no tricks, no wiki assistance. Take about 50 to 70 hours to beat entirely on your own. And the one ridiculous maniac I know who's beaten this game already took nearly 70 hours. Which sounds about right. Ow! Which is great and all. It doesn't exactly help me figure out what to do, but I'd be really upset, actually, if I played a La-Mulana game and what to do was too obvious. So I'm actually kind of glad that I'm a little bit stumped right now. And hey, you clear out your Saturday, you sit down, and you get some work done. That's how things go. At least the music's really good. Got rid of Tosker too. Picking a lot of these cartridges. Ah, interesting. So it's kind of like a bestiary, maybe? Yeah, it's a bestiary. Whoa. That looks like a goddamn boss right there. Yeesh. Am I seeing things that I shouldn't be seeing just yet? Don't destroy the column. Oh, so that's why a bunch of bodies were lying around. Yeah, that'll be why. That was random. Huh. I saw a red glowing object in the statue's eyes and I thought to strike it. Huh. That drained all the water. When the goddesses weep, the statue shall run dry. When you look down upon power and weapons, you weep, or some shit. I don't know. Oh, Naramura, how I missed you. So, might there be other things like that that need striking elsewhere? Yes, I think so. I need to go find Skuld again. You're not Skuld, but you'll do. Polygons! Whoa, okay, mid-boss. Time to die 37 times, cause got no idea what I'm doing and I'm gonna die a lot. You're awful big for like a first area mid-boss. Also, how the heck do I hurt you? I mean, I have shurikens, but... okay. I don't mind taking 90 attempts on a boss. Attempting on a boss is the easy part. It's figuring out the puzzles. That's the tricky bit. Damn, that hurts. Cannot let that red crest touch you. Attempt number 4. Dodge the crest just to get hit by Nidhogg himself. Nidhogg. Makes him sound like he's an unemployed dog or unemployed pig when you put him that way. Nidhogg, but Nidhogg. Or would you even pronounce it with a sharp I? Would it be Nidhogg? I know nothing about Norse. Yeah, as long as his attack pattern doesn't change up, this shouldn't be too bad. almost out of shurikens, though. Maybe I should have more. Oh, shit. Yep, out of ammo. Damn. How could I even get close to you? Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to win this, am I? I need more ammo. Damn it. That's a failed attempt, I guess. Yeah, you move around too fast. There's no way I can do that. Was leaving a boss fight not a great idea? Confidence, huh? That's one thing I have basically none of. Sell me your finest 30 jillion fuck tons of shurikens, please. There. That is enough shurikens to qualify as 30 jillion fuck tons, I think. Misa's... Okay, so she's not so much into the curry as much as her dad was. She's more into... What was that? Was that sushi, I guess? I guess it was sushi. Those crests, their hitbox goes for like 30 light years. Dodging them is non-trivial, but also required if you want to have any offensive opportunities. Fuck! Attempt number 8, because I fucked up and fell down a pit like an asshole. Getting hit by Nidhogg himself hurts a lot less than those crests do. Yeah, so the head is always the weak spot. It's just that on a certain vertical plane, his head is sharing space with its neck. But when it rears its head up, it's not sharing space with its neck anymore. So your shots can go right through the neck while it's holding its head up, is what I'm saying in a really incoherent way. Now, how much health do you have, Mr. Lesser God of Norse mythology? Or maybe just like a beast pet of a god similar to Cerberus? Ha ha! Ha 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 ha! I killed the shit out of the thing, and now the thing is dead that I killed the shit out of. Whoa, yes! I actually found a new area. It may be too soon to really poke my nose in here, but... Lava bearable. Mysterious cult ice cape. Yeah, more treasures that just copy the last game. Okay, lol. You could stop. You could stop throwing bones at me. That'd be appreciated. Thank you. Okay, ice is bad too, right? I dig the aesthetic of this place. This is very metal, which is fitting for somewhere in Scandinavia. Yeah. Well, I don't have the scale sphere. So, I'll come back here later as soon as I run out of things to do with my life. But the important thing is now that I might have a grasp on the puzzle that's been vexing me here in the route. I just need to remember where Skuld is. There you are, Skuldachan. You have a room guardian here, too. Oh, Ratatusker's back. I probably should have saved. So, you get more powerful whenever you're closer to the source of your power, I think is what one tablet said. Or what your bestiary entry said. Which means I'm going to encounter you over and over and over in this game, and you're going to get stronger each time I see you. You'll be like the Annihilator, or the Sax. Well, you were pissingly easy to take on that time, so I'm not too worried. I mean, I'm sure you'll kick my butt into 70,000 eventualities the next time I meet you. But the important thing is that you didn't for right now. A stick, huh? Well, I don't have a stick, sorry. Whatever that stick is will let me open a door here, yeah? Well, whatever. I may have just solved a puzzle here in the roots. So I'm gonna go deal with that shiz. Polygons are great and all, but I got the impression that, like, something was supposed to cry down on this and water would flow down. Maybe that's a puzzle that will require entrance from some other area. I haven't been in here yet. Is this where the Ankh Jewel is gonna, or the Ankh Stand is gonna present itself? Dirty man is shackled by chains. The chains can be attacked to a bust of a beast that's dripping with poison. Oh, that's right. Yeah, your wife asked me to come fix this. And you will cause the boss to be summonable for me. Well, thank you. I'm gonna go save first. That's there, the Ankh. Well, I'm not prepared for battle, but that hasn't stopped me before. In fact, it's encouraged me to go on and just rub my body against the boss face first over and over and over again until either my face breaks or it breaks. And don't kid yourself, your face always breaks. It never doesn't break. You have no face left by the end of these games. That's a nice touch. Even on the map tile above, I can see the particle effect of the Ankh from down below. That little blue speckles of light. So, attempt number 1 on whatever the heck this is. Pachoon! Come on, hurt me. I want to die 90 times to this boss. Fafnir, there you are. You are indeed the boss I thought you were. I will, just like Amphisbaena, I will hang back, I will be cautious, I'll pelt you to death with shurikens, because I don't have shit one idea of what I'm doing. Yee. I thought Fafnir was just supposed to be another dragon. No, I guess it wasn't, right? I don't know much about Norse mythology, but anime and manga tend to really, unfortunately, turn everything into dragons. Because the more complex creatures of the ancients' bestiary was just too much to cram into a moe manga about dragons with giant boobs. Is this all you have? Because even your attack, which actually can hit me, has failed to hit me even once. The fireballs that you chuck all over the screen. Yeah, see, that could hit me, and you haven't hit me with it. And your fire-breathing attack is even more pathetic. I just stand back, and it doesn't touch me. Which is fine. This is just the first boss. The equivalent to Amphisbaena, so I'm not too awful worried. But, I mean, at least the Amphisbaena got a hit off on me. Maybe I should be getting in closer with the whip? I don't know. You might have so much health that I'll run out of shurikens before I finish this. Oh, you got faster. Good. Change forms. Get more difficult. shoot spines at me. Spines that make a little pew-pew laser noise. Okay, okay, okay. I got it. Lots more fireballs. All right. You didn't like me mocking you, and now you're really going to make me pay. Except your projectiles are shot cancelable, so this might be pretty easy after all. So not only was that first attempt, but I don't think I took a single point of damage. Well, it's fine. It's the first boss. I first attempted Emphisbana too. But at least I took damage. Whatever, whatever. It's fine. Who cares? Yay! Hey, she's so happy. I beat the boss. I did the thing. Look at me now, Daddy. Look at me now. I fucking hate you, Daddy. I'm coming to kill you, Dad. Fuck, that was deeply programmed. I'm wondering if if I'm projecting there at all. Probably am. The crystal skull. Oh, crystal skull. Why? Is that a crystal skull? You're telling me there's more than one? I heard that one of the ones left in... George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, I hate you both so much. Well, first boss down, I suppose, yeah? There's probably going to be 8 Uber Guardians, just like there were in the first game. And now may be as good a time as any to go back and talk to the dude and the thing in the place, and the other dude and the thing in that other place. Okay, great. Well, I'll never see that skull again, will I? Alright, fine. I'll go through the proper adventure game sequencing nonsense that you want. That's it, right? That's all? That's the end? $12? Are there more bosses? Words of Nibiru. The weak and dumb body who holds the skull in hand. Hear our mind, fulfill our will. Although we are noble, why do we crumble so? Unable to come down to this land of pure... I've heard the name Nibiru before. I don't recall where. So is it the skulls that gives me seal-breaking power in this game? Oh! The Divine Fortress. Alright, so I do have some new areas to explore. You ghosts are going to hurt me, aren't you? The... Einhirar? Einhirar Yar? I don't know how to pronounce words. Thanks, Elpid. Probably would have taken me a while to figure that out if not for your help. So I've got at least 2 new areas to explore here. That's a lot to do. Gullenbursty. Man. That Northern European's getting all up on my face. Too big to scan. Try using specialized software. Well, when I feel like it, Dad. This Divine Fortress built upon those existing one of the Venice. A race board from us 6 children, and good Christ, you're one of the 6th? Jesus, you must be old. As you see the world destroyed. The hall in which they live is still locked by gate. We Sierra, also the 6 children are still inside the Eglana for continuous. Well, that's really noble of you. I appreciate your sacrifice. Thank you for your service. Double jump coming at any point? I hope. Oh, I see the gate because do not burn unless you pine for the end. The actual Valhalla, huh? I don't know. Spending eternity fighting battles sounds pretty hellish. That does not sound like a heaven to me. Hello, map. You'll come in useful at a time and a place, no doubt. Damn, yes. I was just listening to the music and I'm thinking, oh man, I'm gonna love owning this game's soundtrack. But I won't let myself buy the soundtrack until I beat the game. I can't set foot there without hurting myself. Die, you red pig! Yes, I said that like you were a communist Russian. Die, you red pig. These days, though, it's more likely to be shouted by an Antifa member at a Republican. The migratory ravens, Hugin and Munin, Odin's servants, protectors of a sigil. Okay. Already a room boss. And yes, I'm going to pronounce that like Roomba. Remember, everything's weak spot is its head. It's always the head. This is why headshots in video games always do more damage than everything else. Can't shot cancel that, but I can hit the bird over and over again. It's really nice of you guys just to be out and available to fight without there being some puzzle to solve. I appreciate that. But at the same time, I also like solving puzzles, so what the hell, you know? By the way, what's the holy object in this room I should worry about striking? Yes, I got one half of you down, and now if I can get the other half of you down, then I will have both halves of you down. And as you've learned in school, 2 halves equals a whole. And that's whole pronounced with, or spelled with a W. So you're not thinking that 2 halves leads to a hole, H-O-L-E. Why 2 halves of something would lead to a hole in the ground, I don't know. Language doesn't make sense. It's the ideas that you impart from language, that's what makes sense. Alright, so I just killed a mid-boss without even thinking too hard about my life. Oh my god, that didn't take long. I got a sigil already, god damn. Now, how do I use it? The origins destroy sigils the corresponding character. Right. Do I just have to touch it? Yes, you just have to touch it. Okay. So what was the holy object? Was it that portion of the floor that was the holy object? Oh, yeah, it must have been, because it was a holy object here, too, I guess. Heard the trickster of Yggdrasil has been freed. I saw a light fly toward Valhalla. I believe he came back for the purpose of awakening Vritra. No, I was listening. Jeez. You know, for somebody who's been locked up in ruins for thousands of years, enduring an endless war from which you have no relief, you're kind of a grump. So, everybody is noticing how many concepts are getting reused from La-Mulana 1. Which, I guess it's really too soon to say whether that's good or... Oh my god, that's a boat! It's No Man's Wharf all over again. So it's too soon to say how much of that is a good or a bad thing. You know, we'll wait and see. I feel like, subjectively, I'm making progress in La-Mulana much faster than I did its predecessor, all by myself without any help. And maybe this is entirely because I've grown up, but the whole point of La-Mulana is that it's the game that's supposed to grow up with you. And, like, this was the whole reason that people cared about it so much in the beginning. It's the game that grows up with you and becomes far more unexpectedly challenging than anything you've dealt with in your adult life. This is why La-Mulana 1 was so special. And I really wondered whether Naramura could pull off that same degree of mind blow in an entire new time. I don't know. There we are. Why, thank you, dear elevator. What would you call a platform that just moves sideways? A horinator? Ah, yes, another weapon from the first game. Well, the action feels a little bit different. The knife was only good in the first game as something of a novelty. It wasn't good for any of the really big combat scenarios. It didn't really help you there. Black carbuncle. But it's fast. Actually, in the original MSX game, the knife was incredibly useful for dealing with Sakit. That much I remember. Oh, I'm out of weights. And I'm out of shurikens. I may as well go home and stock up. Never, you're the crazy bitch who yelled at me when I didn't say I had a hand scanner at the entrance of the ruins. Yikes. One thing in this game's favor, actually there's a lot of things you can say in this game's favor so far. I'm just slightly bemoaning the recycled of puzzle item, this recyclement of puzzle items and weapons, but who knows if that actually matters yet. Yeah, this knife doesn't work. Urgh. But, I can do this if I focus. Haha. Yeah. So, one thing to say in its favor is it is not reusing aesthetics. So, at least not so far. The aesthetics, the music, the theming of these different areas is all quite different so far. Aim and shoot. Well, yeah, got it, done. Vitra. It's really hard to say a V and an R like that. Vitra, the calamity of the Venus creation. Here to overturn the prescription in the end. It slumbers in an so it is a full boss, storing energy until that day arrives. And here's your warp spot. Yes. Four fairies live. The fairies too? We're gonna see those guys again? The fairy king, and the fairies will summon a door. Alright. I mean, I know we said land of the fairies earlier. I didn't know we were talking about like the same four fairies, like a key fairy, and a money fairy, and a combat fairy. In fact, that's a fairy point right there, isn't it? Oh, I don't even have an item yet. That's the health fairy. Aww. You're not going to talk to me? Yeah. Well, will you heal me, though? Fairies? There were fairies in the ruins of La-Mulana, but those were created with the Tree of Life, a machine used to create life itself. I heard from the Fairy Queen that the originals, which were occupied or trapped inside La-Mulana. Well, yeah, that's great and all, but she healed me, so thank you, Health Fairy, but she didn't speak to me. Also, don't I have to, like, talk to the Fairy Queen or get some kind of item or something? I don't have to do that now, huh? You just help me for free? That's fine, I guess. See, the Soul Gate is the Soul's keep guards. Offered many guardians. Listen, the gate shall open. That sounds like a final boss entrance is what that sounds like. Hello, Ankh Jewel. I'm acquiring things way too quickly. This game needs to hurt me more. Oh well. At least it means I'll get a lot of work done in a video. I was quite terrified of this game having no progress videos for me because I'd spend hours rubbing my face against the wall and nothing would happen. But now I have some of the free-floating abstractions. Now I know a little bit more about how Naramura thinks. I wanted him to come with an upset and to trick me all over again. I'm wasting weights for no reason. Who are you? You have no place in here? Thanks, A3. Get out, Brocker. The Smith brothers who really don't give a fuck about your feelings. Then again, empathy is not something I need from a smith. Beating metal into shape is what I need from a smith. So if they're willing to do that, they can be as assholes all they want. You're not like the carbuncle. I can't just duck. I can get deposited into a pit of despair and madness, though. At least the ghosts are easy to kill. The souls of warriors gather, 12 thrones. I'm sure I'll come back to that puzzle hint later. Right now, I don't even have any context to put the puzzle into. I don't know what it could be talking about. Delicate jumping mechanics. Not really. That was pretty brute force. Pretty simple. I wish the health fairy had spoken to me. But I guess those fairies didn't speak in the first game either. And yet off to another new area? Spoil me with riches. Valhalla! Oh, I thought I'd have to do something a lot more complex to get access to here. The fortress of Vanir, who defied Aesir, stopped to destroy the Yggdrasil. The calamity of Vitreous, virtuous soul here until the day comes to the end. There were descriptions of Valhalla in Norse lore, weren't they? Weren't there? Because, yeah. I mean, my perception of it comes entirely from Marvel movies, sadly, but I get the feeling that... Is that a sentient walking cob of corn? A carbunco? Sentient walking cob of corn. What are you doing, game? Oh, I was right. Okay. Another singing monster. But yeah, so I suppose Valhalla is supposed to have a very golden aesthetic. Thrones dotted around Valhalla said the true king sits on one but 12 of the thrones. Haha. I'm sure that's not a puzzle I'm going to solve right now, but somehow I'll live with myself. You just never stop breathing fire, do you? Rusksash? Oh my god. I can't do it. These names are too weird. I'm sure it was, very normal by the standards of an ancient Norse person, but by my standards, not so much. There's something similar. I'm going to game app loaded up. Apparently you can tweak the frequency. Huh. Is this... Are you trying to say this is a backside area? That's what La-Mulana 1 was all about. Front side and the backside areas, but... Other than the color of the Grail tablet, I wouldn't know how to differentiate between the two in this game. Really wandering around at random here. Have no effing clue what I'm doing with my life. That's okay. This is the point of the game where everything really should be opening up, right? No, popcorn attack! Honir. Attempting to awaken. Yeah, I'm working on it. Every time I see Ratatoskar, I'll be kicking the shit out of him. I'm sure that's what you're talking about when you're talking about a trickster, right, Ratatoskar? Levels divine reckoning against those pitiful few who ransack these lands. Ah, so there's a new punishment eye type, huh? Probably for opening treasures instead of attacking objects. Too bad there's not a hatch right here. I could open that seal. Gold-plated Cukub Kakwix. Has 2 sons. Zipanka and Carpa. Oh my god. Zippy and Cuban. Be awakened when their lives are spent. Okay, Zippy and Cuban, where are you? I need to kill you to get your dad to wake up, apparently. Fuck! Should have seen that coming. Look at you, girl. Gordon Freemaning all up in this. There are 2 stone tablets and a horny chalice. The waves that warp the chalice's power lead you back to the blackstone tablet. Yar. Bargain. Okay. Alright. Alright, yeah, we're just full on into David Lynchian madness now, aren't we? I'm in ancient Indiana Jones style ruins, talking to a duck in a vest and a top hat who wants to sell me caltrops. It's fucking duck in a top hat. The fuck are you doing, Naramura? I don't know what the software does. I'm just gonna buy it. Sure, whatever. Give me that. Master that thing? Is that just MSX software that you're talking about, or I don't know. Maybe that'll do something beneficial. I don't know. I just purchased software from a duck in a top hat, so what do I know? Can I get through that water without dying? Probably not. I can't jump into a crouch, so I may just have to warp back. Ah, here. Oh. Yeah, it's the health fairy. She actually has a name now. Well, that is just sweet. Good old fairies. I can warp to the backside now. I guess that's what Future Company did. I forget if that's what Mr. Scientist Pants and Confusion Gate said it would do. Future Company. God damn it. I could probably jump over, couldn't I? Yes, just barely. So, ow. Yep, could have and should have seen that coming, but which of the 12 thrones, and how would I know? Oh. You can Simon Belmont up and down these stairs. I didn't know that. Oh, okay. Good to keep in mind. I thought it was just background decoration. Fuck! Okay, now be careful. Proceed slowly, carefully, and with lots of corn monsters. Breathe Spothy. Where are you? Get out. Okay, fine. God. Video game characters should be a little more friendly. Not in a game like this. Okay, I just have to go in the hard way. Invincibility frame, save me. Okay, so I feel like I should just give up on pronouncing these names, because I'm never going to get it right. Oh my. God, you look like an Omega Metroid. Now, how to gracefully descend. Gracefully descend, I said. Ugh. Oh, goodness. Yeah, it's time to retreat, isn't it? Another one of you. Yeah. So this occurs in multiple places. And I have yet to do anything, Gendarv, that would really qualify as an incantation. Mantras? By the digit pillar mantras. Oh. I see. So maybe mantras do a lot more here than just summon the final boss. They did a little bit more than that in La-Mulana 1. There was a puzzle about using a proper mantra in front of some fairies in order to get the secret medicine of life, something, something. It's been years since I played that game, so I don't remember. She visits in the heavens, which is drop light. Those are Hindi gods. Those aren't Norse. Leaving behind... Yeah. So, did I set foot in Valhalla, or did I set foot in Nirvana? No jump power. No jump power. I am bereft of jump power. Cabracan. So hitting it with a leather whip a couple of times is good enough to break down a solid gold body, huh? Alright. Approach the corridor of blood. Doing so invite the end. Corridor of blood. Ooh. That sounds metal as hell. Whoa. What strange madness have I stumbled into? This is very satanic looking. Also, this thing looks like a giant syringe that's held aloft in the sky somehow. And the Shrine of the Frost Trance. Now this is most definitely... Oh, okay, can't hurt you leaving. Yeah, most definitely Norse. But, what? Does this place change orientation every time I set foot into it? Ancient Chaos. Do I even get to go back? This is creepy as hell. So maybe this is what hell is. It's madness. It's the lack of reason. No logic. Hell might be a realm in which science doesn't work. That certainly sounds like hell to me. Hall of Malice. What is creation? Respond with all the breath with death is creation. Okay, so this is great and all, but I'd really like to get back to Valhalla, and I wonder if I even get to now. I wonder if I have to warp. Well, I guess now I have to warp. I have no way back. That was desperately confusing. No doubt by design. This is new, isn't it? Cast a spear that penetrates through the... Yeah. Another weapon of the same. How can I get to this door without accidentally catching on the ladder? That was weird. There were once 3 machines which came to us as 6 children in the sky. They're near Shiva, Vishnu, and Brahma. Why would you name your machines after Hindu gods? Which burned entire cities, were rendered useless during the war. Brahma alone. Persistent information of La-Mulana. Well, that... Oh, I get it. I get it. The spear is going to be what activates those buttons on the floor. I still don't have the spear, yes. I still don't have the scale sphere, so water is not doable. How in the world would you even get to the chamber right below here? Yeah, there's. I think I can see a staircase, but... Oh, God. Okay, standing up will kill me, won't it? So I can't stand up here. I have to leave. So what was the trigger that activated the laser? I'm tempted to think killing this enemy, so maybe I can... Nope! It's just stepping down here that does it, doesn't it? Oh, but it's not permanent? I'm very confused. What determines when that laser fires? I mean, whatever the puzzle was, I solved it, and I got yet another one of my dad's weapons. Oh well. So, people played Mega Man games, even though you get different weapons from one game to the next, despite a lot of the other gameplay being the same. Sit to proceed. That's probably talking about my pause menu action, isn't it? Take out your sushi board. So she's sitting. She's about to fall asleep immediately after pounding down that sushi. Did that knock out? She most certainly sat. Did it have to be right in front of the tablet? Sit, but... Oh, maybe sit on the throne, eh? Goodness. You look imposing. Maybe the hint actually applies to when I reach the true throne. True Lord of Azura, deposited vision from the seat in heaven, Jalandhara. He enslaved us. I see multiple pillars up here, and all but one of them is certain to kill me. Oh no, that's just a door. Okay. I need to find a way to deal with your fireballs. Eglon, I was this close to clearing it. I'll try again in the next life. You know, I'm not sure I want to look at those bestiary entries, because 3 times now I've seen what bosses have looked like before seeing them in gameplay, and that's not what I'm about. I solved another puzzle without knowing it. That's equivalent to the dude who was getting poisoned on in the Roots of Yggdrasil. Just, the game's got to know I'm going to break every pot I come across, right? That's not super special. That's not a sit so much as it is a crouch. Not once have I sat on a throne, just in front of the thrones. Yeah. Did you warp over here, or were you here originally? There's only so many ways I could think to interact with you, so I tried them. I feel like I'm just stumbling into puzzle solutions here. Or maybe there's no hints for these puzzle solutions. Oh, you again. Yeah, you're moving around every time I touch you. Yeah, I'm chasing this dude around Valhalla, aren't I? Wow, girl. Your dexterity is pretty amazing if you can whip in a crouching crawl space like that. I couldn't use a bullwhip even if I were, like, standing at full normal height. I'm sure it's a weapon skill set all in and of itself. So where did the My Buddy doll disappear to this time? This doesn't get me anywhere I haven't been. What? Have I not walked in here before? And if yes, what did I do now that caused this fight to get triggered? Boy, I hope I'm doing this the optimal way, because I certainly have no clue. Anyway, mid-bosses are always fun. Even if their projectiles don't... Okay, gotta watch where my shurikens go. Yep, see, like that's gonna hurt me and kill me and I'll die. Yeah, the lightning damage risk is pretty high, because you could duck at any time. I felt like La-Mulana 1 was such a game changer in its own day, because it forced me to grow up as a person in order to beat it. There's not many pieces of software I could say that about. It actually forced me to become a better, nicer, calmer, more competent human being. You know, not like I'm being right now. But, so the question in my brain was, is La-Mulana 2 going to be equally game-changing? Will it force me to grow up in the same way that the first one did? And so far the answer is looking like no. I mean, it could still be a really fun game. It could be a really good game. And so far it's looking like it will be. But it's not yet looking like it's going to force me to grow up and become a better human being. Only the first one has that accolade. Just brute forced my way through that fight, really. That's all good. Leave me be. Oh, I've already been here. Blast a million. Man, musical demons. Haha, finally. Progress is made. The day is saved. We can all move on with our lives. Get a little house in the suburbs. I'm taking you out from below. You're too much of a PITA to handle face on. Ah, the stairs will even let you walk behind walls. Tricky, tricky. Dissonance lingers where children of the same seed are in conflict. When calamity that governs conflict disappears, dissonance will be released, and the stone face will swallow it. All these interesting hints that I will take into account in due time and due measure. Judiciously. Well, if that's how you activate the True Throne, then I've not done it yet. It's difficult to get frustrated by rehashing the same territory over and over again to explore secrets and such, and to explore progress forward. Because the music is just so flippin' good, and catchy, and new, and novel. Like, La-Mulana and Touhou have both stuck with me musically as long as they did, just because... The phraseology of their music is novel and weird. It's not the kind of thing they'd teach you in music class at school, and I really highly value it for that. I mean, novel doesn't necessarily mean good, but if you somehow manage to repeatedly make works of music that are both novel and ear-catchy, like they somehow please the structures in our brains, that's pretty amazing. It means you defied the entire complex of traditional art that came before you. Oh, just barely. Please, please, no. Please, please, no. Popcorn kernels are delicious, but I prefer them in very controlled contexts. Shiva sits in the heavens from which he drops the light that burns the land below. Vishnu sits in the heavens from which he watches the land below. The two gods fall from heaven over an old conflict. And behind Brahma, who's relocated to one of Yggdrasil's branches, the primeval entity of many heads and arms who watch over this world of creation. That's fascinating! I'm sure it will really make sense to me when I see the gameplay stuff that it applies to. Oh shit, this is a one-way. God damn it. Gosh! I could have gotten up there if I hadn't messed it up like a fucking idiot. Well, man, not really idiot. I mean, it's not my fault that there was a trap hatch there. I didn't know. That's literally the first time I've set foot there. Nothing special at all. Start starting to wonder if I've not explored all of Valhalla that I can usefully explore for right now. It seems like I'm getting stopped on various movement abilities that I don't have yet. So it might be wise to go searching like in the ice fire treetops or something sexy like that. All areas will be ultimately necessary, I'm sure, aside from whatever the last ridiculous Hell Temple equivalent is. This is new. Yeah, I haven't been here yet. Oh, some puzzle on the correct order in order to place these pedestals. Place weights. Let's see. In Valhalla, there's a sunk pond of poison water. The Vanir sunk their treasure in the tainted depths. All the water here is poisoned, so... Wow! Crush... Oh. Do I just have to spend this many to get in? Because there's no order I could choose for sure. So the whole puzzle is just have enough weights. Okay. Thanks, game. Oh, well, I could always use another health bar charge. Ooh, you could do either aerial or ground attacks. Liquor passed down by Lokapala. If you seek it, you must climb out inside. Keep the day's words in your lips for a great cup. Interesting. So that sounds like a automatic health restore, maybe? Or maybe it's something that's equivalent to the life pot from Cave Story. Look, I appreciate how you can summon things to shoot at me. That's great and all. But I would really like it if you died. Nope. Need jumps. Need jumps that I don't have. I really dig that I'm fighting ghosts, fire boars, and ice frogs all in the same world. Mix up those aesthetics. Make it novel. Make it new. Just wandering around. Don't know what... Oh, of course. Wow, look at that wheel. That's going to be used for something interesting, I'm sure. You know the main value add that we're getting from this game so far? Like, we're getting the new and novel aesthetics, like I mentioned. That's great. We're also getting some quality of life improvements. But for a game like La-Mulana, I question whether you should have quality of life improvements. You know, like, don't get me wrong. I'm grateful that Lamisa is like way better at jumping, and she can grab ladders in midair and do stuff that her dad was never capable of. That's all great. But if the game's goal is to be so hard that you break like 3 controllers in frustration before you finish it, is that good for La-Mulana? Huh. I'm still happy with it. It's, you know, make the puzzles really complex and difficult enough that they hurt my feelings. I make the combat really complex and difficult enough that it destroys my fingers. In other words, I need this game to destroy me in dark, deep, personal, hurtful ways so that I remember it. Because that's what I remember about video games. I remember the games that hurt me. That's why La-Mulana and Dark Souls and Demon Souls stick with me forever. Because they hurt me. How would you ever get across this? Doesn't seem like even a double jump would do it. Whoa. Oh, God. It was bad enough that you tried to tell Lameza's daughter to take her clothes off, and now you're throwing money at her. Jeez. If I were Lameza, I'd come back and slap you. Could have done that a while ago, yeah. Whole new area? Anfuin. Okay, to hell with the ice fire treetop. We'll look at this place first. I sense a weapon. In fact, that sigil just simplifies a weapon chest, doesn't it? Also, those delightful slimes. Makara. How should we still... Pushes the white box. Pushes the white box. Well, okay. Here we go. No go? Also no go! I probably need like a power gauntlet or something. I'm not strong enough to move this, am I? Yeah, just not strong enough. May have to come back. Let's see what else Amphan offers! Oh, God. Falling Deadly Depths. The bastion of resistance against those who seek to control La-Mulana. But, Amphan was also a... Notice there's a person's face completely in the background there. Amphan was also a realm of Norse mythology, if memory serves. I could be wrong. I'm frequently wrong. I don't often know anything at all. Are you one of those evil fish people? Hold up. There's something written on the face. Okay. Climb Kukulkan's forehead. That's getting into Aztec lore, isn't it? The first time I ever encountered that particular name actually was in Serious Sam. Slightly ashamed to admit. But whatever. Fiction has been pulling from mythology for hundreds of forevers. Mostly because mythology itself is fiction, so it fits rather nicely. I will boldly go beyond the watery divide. Except I probably can't sink low enough to get below there. Nope. I'll try this a little bit. I have some health bar to waste. I didn't want to go in butt naked, but trying to stay afloat with your clothes on, ain't nobody got the skills for that, except maybe a ninja. Yeah, a ninja. Yeah, you just don't sink low enough. Oh, you can sling. You just have to really mash the jump button. Holy shit. Come on, if I can do it in a Zelda game, I can do it here. Success. Lost half my health bar in the process, but whatever. That's not even a door. Good old door demons. Haven't seen one of those in a while. Malbrook! So we finally meet. Hey, girl! Hey, girl! How's it going, girl? I would give Malbrook a big old hug right now. And she's got an adorable teddy bear on her shorts. See, like the elder, except I'm much more young and hip, so I bounced from those ruins. Been traveling around lately. Nice, and I'm busting the hell out of those ruins. I'm able to break free from the other bonds. So you're mortal now, though, right? You can and eventually will die. I'm super smart, so I've been working as an investigator. Lots of different ruins. Elder called me back here. So what's your name? Lamisa? Awesome. Nice to meet you, Lamisa. Let's be lesbians. I'm sorry. I'm going to be taking a check out there. If you do. Oh, look at her go. It was really nice to see you. Oh. You just knocked yourself out? Are you okay? Titan race the second children. Just branches set sail and the frost giants. Oh, that's definitely Norse. And still not strong enough to push this. Poor Mulbrook. Climb Kukulkan's face. I wonder where his face actually be. Zmukane? Zmukane? Take care, Mulbrook, okay? You're no good to me if you die. Abandon your desires. Do not lay your gaze upon them. Power will be bestowed by those who can turn their backs on their desires. Who can turn their backs on their desires. I see. So I have to climb up this ladder and not look at the chest while I do it. But how the heck can I actually get close? Is it possible to moonwalk somehow? Shooting me once just wasn't enough? Was it because I used a weapon or because I looked? Probably because I looked. Maybe it's just not going to work at all until I can push that brick out of the way without looking at the chest. So maybe that chest itself can actually contain the upgrade that allows me to push bricks. Ah! God! When will I learn? It's a huge holy object, whatever it is. In mythology, one of the greater days, 3 times. Oh, climb indeed. There's a ladder right there. Fray. Great. Another bestiary infantry I will not look at because I just want to see the boss in combat. I don't want to see it in a book first. Fairy King's Mausoleum, resting place of Alpha, king who foresaw Eglon's future. Oh, sweet. Maybe I can just go ask him what's going to happen. Just kind of skip to the end. Am I going to kill the sun and have an escape sequence that Mulbruck will save me from and will live happily ever after? Who sets foot in my land? Do you possess power? Of course. If you have power, then I shall lend you mine also. See my sister Freya and receive her... So, please don't tell me that the sister is Fairy Queen, because she shouldn't be queen unless she was married to you, but she's your sister, so ew. Don't go getting all Game of Thrones up in my face, please. If you do, just please make sure you're on a porn website where it's appropriate. Yeah, another door monster. There's got to be a way I can differentiate them. I'm sure there is. Serpent King Naga. He seals the path of a virtual wise man. Well, I am no wise man. I'm an extremely foolish man. And please give me something fun. Oh, just another map that I haven't even used yet. I've not opened the map app once. Aspara. And who are you, sir? Huracan. Creative humanity, but is engaged by their ignorance. Triggered a cataclysm, purging him, whose myth is sought to stem from the destruction at the hand of the Mother. The mantra harnessing Alpha Relic Digit Pillar. I will get the Digit Pillar soon. Kujata. Oh, this is cool. I can see where the elevator is now based on this little guide. That is a nice fuck, I can't say words. QOL improvement, quality of life. I'm glad they just didn't give Lumisa the ability to whip upwards. Yeah, one of these days I will figure it out. It may just be by brute force, and I learn which ones are door monsters. Take me up, Jeeves. Can you hurt door monsters before they attack you? By the Lokapala to be sealed by Overseer's hands. Nope. You can't hurt door monsters. So it's basically not even an enemy. It's a trap is what it is. And not the kind of trap that is musical. More powerful, the Alpha possesses the gift of clairvoyance. Their efforts preserve the prophecy of the mother's influence. So was there like a childhood rebellion thing going on? La-Mulana was like, I hate you, Mom! I'm gonna go off and join the Osmonds. That looks like a very important chest. How would one... Well, by that ladder from below. Also, that monkey. That was one of the electric staff monkeys from the True Shrine of the Mother. That's pretty messed up. One of these days, dear Brick, I will get to push you. Just today is not that day. Seems like a safe place to camp. Tomorrow I'll find the treasure for sure. It wasn't a safe place to camp. Something must have come and killed you in your sleep. Because you're a skeleton now and you're dead. Does Lumisa end up putting up a tent at some point? Or did she just sleep eternally? Looks like she just sleeps forever. You know, with thinking about it, with my luck, Mulbrook is probably either straight or ace. She probably wouldn't want to do anything romantic with Lamisa. Hell, what preference is Lamisa? Is she also ace? I don't know. The world is large and confusing and terrifying. He must first obtain the power to cling to walls. Yep. We'll need to get the Ninja Claw. Wow, pretty lady. Volspa the Seer. I'm one of the few remaining alpha. My powers and premonition are and I simply wait for the end. Guarding, controlling Anfoid Princess from carrying out her plans. The Fairy King powers are also waning. Please go speak to Frey, the Fairy King. Well, I did speak to him, so do you say something different now? Well, the mother's gone now. I don't... What? Yeah, what? Confusing stimulus. Rays of light came in here for some reason, and I don't know what that did. That's tightrope floor, right? You can fall from above, but I don't think you can jump up from below. How to switch behind the wall. Now what? Yeah, good question. I see. That made the Ankh appear. I do have a gem, but no clue on how to actually access this. Was it the Fairy King alone? And then talking to the woman who begged me to go speak to the person I've already spoken to? Will you die, please? I don't need to push this brick, right? If I could get over there and activate that pillar, then I'm sure this would come down and slam and... Where be Freya? And how do I get that sweet-ass looking book? Knowledge is power, they say. Kosugi research papers. Is this Dad's journal? And if so, why did he leave it here? After reading the Kosugi research seems to be ongoing. Huh. God, that's a lot of words. Alright, I'll come back to read this later when I'm desperate and not speaking so I can cut footage off camera. Thanks, La-Mulana. All I ever wanted to do is translate dirty games to play around with my phone. How am I supposed to do either without those... without skin? Anyone might stumble across this message. Seriously, sit down and write that visual novel of yours. You're not going to be around forever. I might, though. Oh, and can you feed your dogs for me? Oh. That's actually pretty sad. By the way, don't write in a visual novel. Maybe just write a novel. Actually, no, don't do that either. You know, we all love affirmational advice like what that skeleton would give us. You know, why are you waiting? Write that visual novel. But what happens if the visual novel you write is complete horseshit, garbage, terrible? Is that... Do you want to live with the remaining years of your life knowing that you did that to people? Do you want other people to remember you for that? I sure as hell don't. If it's a choice between that and not being remembered at all, I'd probably just rather not being remembered. It's easier. No pressure. But this isn't getting me anywhere. Well, Mulbrook's gone. That's fine. I'm sure she moved on. I could get up there now, couldn't I? In fact, I could have gotten up there a long time ago. Aha! Now, what useless foray did this lead me to? I probably can swim down to that chest, but how to open it? Boy, I should not be here with this low of health. One step is gonna faceplant me right into the poisonous water of doom. Goodness, look at this. Is that a mid-boss? That's gotta be a mid-boss, right? Alright, it's time to leave, and it's not gonna be hard to get back here, so let's go heal up. Oh, you can be fast enough just to walk right past them? Okay. By the way, bats are flying through water. I can't be the only one to notice that, right? I'm sure others noticed it before I did. Okay, talk to me, dude, will ya? Are you just a facade? The six-sided star of La-Mulana bears a striking resemblance, although distinct La-Mulana flavor can be found in hidden significance. What about this dude who refuses to speak to me? Oh boy, it doesn't last. Let me grab onto you, bat, and you can fly up and take me out of here. Thank you for dropping shurikens to replenish what I spent on that. What do you got to say? Hemidal. I've heard that before. Launch over the end from perch atop the Rainbow Bridge. Oh, that's Hemidal. I see. Or Heimdall. The end begins. The blast of Heimdall power. Okay, so I have to do something really critical in order to get that guy to activate. Deal with the poison water girl. You are tough. You are strong. You are loud as a rhino and stubborn as a rhino's human. In some weird alternate reality where rhinos keep humans as pets. I mean, we don't even keep rhinos as pets, honestly. We have some tamed rhinos in a zoo, but we don't have any domesticated rhinos. Now, how can I convince Lumisa? God, I'm never going to pronounce her name correctly. How can I convince Lumichan to stay? Oh, I just had to stand there for a minute, huh? I didn't have to walk backwards? Okay. The glove! And that means I can push things now, right? Yeah! Oh my god, so many things just opened up. Sweet, sweet progress. Thy name is usually dead. I thought I had to figure out a way to walk backwards. Derpa derpa. So this means now power will be given unto me. Probably another sub-weapon. Or maybe a main weapon for all I know. Lots of blocks I can push now. Your health bar is just going to take attrition as you explore the ruins, so whenever you're standing next to a Grail tablet, it makes efficient sense to go back and refresh your health bar because you're not going to lose any progress. You have to just warp right back there. And that way, when it gets critical and you get somewhere far away from a Grail tablet or a boss fight, when your health, you'll have decent health, so you don't have to worry about death quite so much. Fuck nuts. You do have to worry about being a clumsy fucking idiot, though, just like I am. And what do I get? Ah, yeah, the rolling shuriken. And I know exactly where I should use this. I only have a few, but that's all I need. Figuring out BS. Maybe Narimura's puzzles can no longer confound us as they once did. By mere fact. That's wrong item. There you go. By mere fact that we now know a little bit more about how he thinks. So the puzzles that he comes up with, him and his team, really, may not confound us as much. Gotta have the idea now. What say you? Scan the mantra engraved in walls. The words hold power. Those with the virtual wise man. Would that concept have even existed back in the ancient Norse times? Kalia. Hello. Wow, what are you? You look kind of like a cobra, but your hood is made out of separate snake heads instead? That's pretty crazy. Just long as... Thanks. Just as long as you give me access to the boss of this level, that would be the sweet thing to do. And then I can really surpass my dad. And Lamisa can deal with her daddy issues in the presence of all these ancient mythical beings. Speaking of which, did Lamesa ever deal with Sean at all? It looked like they were cooperating in the title crawl. You're killing me precipitously. I'd appreciate if you stop it. Thank you. I only beat that because I had a long health bar. I did not deserve that victory at all. Black Dragon Nidog. Wait, so yeah, I killed that guy. Path forward. Oh, I guess I could have gotten here before killing Nidog, right? And kaboosh? Yes. Okay, so I can still get up there now. I don't need to worry. But I have to go heal. God, you're not hard to kill. You're just annoying to kill. But actually, you are hard to kill because your ghosts keep effectively zoning for you. You can only take 2 hits, though. I mean, you can only take 1 hit. The second hit kills you. I should say. Despite the certain reused materials from La-Mulana 1, I am having a lot of fun right now. This game has really got me going hard. Na 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 na. So you have a rubber duck and a mirror. Snapshots. I'm sure that's going to be necessary. Should get some of those. Should get some of those. Done. Thank you. Okay, so that's great and all. I feel like I should be able to get to the boss now, though. And I'm still not seeing that happen. Oh, I can push that one now, too. Get hit on the toe. Ah, you're too high up. Made that difficult. Thank you. Ah, finally found a boat down here. Okay. So it didn't go well for you, whatever you did with that boat. Oh, it crushed you, didn't it? You were right underneath it and it crushed you. I fell in the water like a moron. I could have gotten over there. Please come back, boat. Not really a boat, you're just a floating platform. Like the bajillions of other floating platforms. This looks like the same asset, though, as the boat that Lamesa rode in the Bahamut battle. Ow! Gonna die. Please come back, boat. Except I can't even get up on you, can I? Oh, God, water will be the death of me in these games. Ugh. It was water that destroyed my butt precipitously the first time I ever touched a La-Mulana game. Water gives, and water can take it away. See? Water's trying to take away my life right now. That moment when you're done jumping. Yeah. Oh, God, it hurts. My skin is falling off from the poison damage of this water. Painful, strainful, disdainful. Can I just jump back up right here? If I don't, I'll pay for it. Yep, I can. What did I accomplish by coming here? Oh, I see. I have to kill 2 more bosses to open this door. Which means this was a completely useless diversion for me for right now. Whoops. You just don't give a shit, Heimdall, do you? What happens if I go down here? The Immortal Battlefield. Oh my. Ring of Water is revived. Well, let's get some research notes, I guess. Should I even be here yet? I hope so. Maybe there's something really good behind that chest. Oh. I'll open that up, but how about this? Finally, the spear. So now I can activate all those switches. Man, a lot of avenues are open to me now. Ah, but I gotta get back up there. There's no pushing that block again once it's set on its pedestal, right? Although, I could just attack it from above, couldn't I? I don't have to be right on top of it. Oh. I do have to be right on top of it. Can I press down and... There we go. Whoa. Solving puzzles left and right here. Please don't crush me. And that gets me back to where I was. Awesome. Alright, if it looks like it's too much, I'll warp out. Barely making it! But now I'm getting further and further in without access to the Grail tablet, and that's pretty stupid. The 12 skulls, Secrets of La-Mulana. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, this, I don't think I can perform any further here. Not with this little health. But, now that I got the spears, I can go do some other things. Yep, those are the electric death monkeys again. There's the behemoth, yeah, the unkillable elephant monsters. I would sure love to get up where you guys are, but it's off limits to me, it looks like. That's great and all, but again, just gets me back to where I've already been. Ow! There's one. I'd forgotten where the spear switches were located, but that was one of them. Is that all? Never. So many bestiary items. Well, this has been great and all, and I have made a ton of progress in this video, but my recording time has been exhausted, so I had best sum up things for now and I can continue later. But still, really good progress. One boss down, a bunch of new areas explored, a bunch of sub-weapons gained, a bunch of mid-bosses killed. Fun times.